Brendan Rodgers had plenty to smile about after Celtic's 30 win in Belgium last night, not only in creating his own piece of history, but after seeing his side produce a performance that could guarantee European football into next year. Rodgers became only the second Celtic manager to taste success away from home in the Champions League group stages, matching Neil Lennon's performance from 5 years ago when his side beat Spartak Moscow 32. A Scottish team hasn't won in so long, stated Rodgers. I think Lenny was the last in 2012, before that God knows when a Scottish team won away from home. Naturally it takes experience, it takes time, and takes that belief. Results like this tonight give you that belief. And for Rodgers, the foundations of last night's success could be traced back to what he and his players learned from last season in Europe, highlighting 2 games in particular. I think you go back to last year. Away from home we grew in confidence. Against Borussia Mönchengladbach we played very, very well. Manchester City away, in our last group game, we played very well, said a delighted Celtic boss. So this was our first game away this year and I thought the result was absolutely brilliant. The SPFL title holders and current league leaders were rock solid at the back from the first whistle, with keeper Craig Gordon keeping a clean sheet, while Celtic were absolutely clinical in attack, both elements of the performance pleasing the Celtic coach. Defensively we were exceptional in terms of our pressing and trying to get the ball back, Rodgers continued. In spells with the ball we were very, very good. The first goal we showed great patience. I still think at times we are a little bit embarrassed to have the ball for longer periods. That's something I said to the players afterwards that we need to continue to work on because at this level you have to be that little bit more patient also. Last term, Celtic managed just 3 points and were without a win during their Champions League campaign. In Brussels, they showed much more maturity than they ever did 12 months ago, while also putting the nightmare of their opening day hammering against PSG well behind them. Now Rodgers reckons his players are now showing more maturity and belief on the biggest stage club football has to offer. You can see we are growing at the level. The 3 goals were absolutely fantastic and the boys deserve a great amount of credit. It was a great performance on the back of a tough game at the weekend. We had a lot of moments where we had real good possession. I just think sometimes we can be cleaner with our passing. The overall performance was absolutely outstanding. It shows the development of the squad in the last year or so, and it was a real reward for the supporters because so many of them have travelled out. I'm sure they'll have a good night. As for events in Paris, he added there is a long way to go in the group. PSG 130 so maybe our 50 wasn't too bad, and we might get a wee bit of credit somewhere along the line. We will take the victory and reflect on the game. Celtic skipper Scott Brown limped off to be replaced by Near Bitton in the 70th minute. But Rodgers had little in the way of information about his captain, his condition, or whether he would be fit for the weekend of Scotland's crucial World Cup qualifier against Slovakia next week. Rodgers said Brown said when he came off, and I haven't spoken to him since, that he felt something tight and obviously didn't want to aggravate it, so we will not know for the next 2,448 hours where that's at.